Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
When you are thinking back and open well to block, maybe I will not pop policy because everyone needs to quota. Now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that's we have to encounter what accepting regime will be there. And for serious, the war accepting regime will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. When you are thinking back and open well to block, maybe I will not pop policy. Because everyone needs to quota. Now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that's we have to encounter what accepting regime will be there. And for serious, the war accepting regime will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. The government needs to come out. After this back and open well to block, maybe I will not pop policy. Because everyone needs to quota. Now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that's we have to encounter what accepting regime will be there. And for serious, the war accepting regime will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. After this back and open well to block, maybe I will not pop policy. Because everyone needs to quota. Now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that's we have to encounter what accepting regime will be there. And for serious, the war accepting regime will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. The government needs to come out.
But he raises two critical points.
Let me.
Delta Force. And
Delta Force. Delta Force. Now, me quote him, Groma Mobia. And now some commotion. You see? Yeah.
Hold on. Delta Force. And
Delta Force. Delta Force. Now, me quote him, Groma Mobia. And now some commotion. You see? Yeah.
Hold on.
You see? Now, people for your warning, for Obinko Jina court near Radi. You see? Demonstration that will go against NPP. Me, I swear to God. So, what it take or took for NPP to come to power. And yeah, this one I did you on post no one. These boys were on the war front. What do you mean? Now, up to now, as I speak, national security has not been able to change NDC for now. Good temper portal. It did some form. Now, would your NPP Nico Ebidia? What's well? Meanwhile, come and born some moment to share one. What's well then? What you then been able to change NDC for now. Good temper portal. It did some form. Now, would your NPP Nico Ebidia? What's well? Meanwhile, come and born some moment to share one. What's well then? What you then? Emira NPP, eco opposition. Now ya buri o Ghana, me ya charge me treason. Ya ko hwe eslami abu. E Waterma station. And this from there. Woman na di anim, and ya bunko. Ya nyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. I'm telling you. Now police from me ya charge me treason. Ya ko hwe eslami abu. E Waterma station. And this from there. Woman na di anim, and ya bunko. Yanyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. And this from there. Woman a dear him and ya bunko. Yanyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. And this from there. Woman a dear him and ya bunko. Yanyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. And this from there. Woman a dear him and ya bunko. Yanyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. I'm telling you. Now, police information, and when I have your gun, not police for her. Woman pa, woman try any Delta Force. You see what will happen. Yanyam was a fool. Yanyamu, I swear to God, will revenge. I'm telling you. Now, police information, and when I have your gun, not police for her. Not police for her. Woman pa, woman try any. Now, police information, and when I have your gun, not police for her. Woman pa, woman try any Delta Force. You see what will happen. Yanyam was a fool. They catch the honorable Kandapa on TNE. On me call. Kumasi Royal Park Hotel in 2008. And when he was a defense minister, he told me that national security cannot, security has broken down. Mekofa, these same boys, betray 1 billion that time. 100 Ghana cedis, 1 They catch the honorable Kandapa on TNE. On me call. Kumasi Royal Park Hotel in 2008. And when he was a defense minister, he told me that national security cannot, security has broken down. Mekofa, these same boys, betray 1 billion that time, 100 Ghana cedis, 1 million cedis hotel in 2008. And when he was a defense minister, he told me that national security cannot, security has broken down. Mekofa, these same boys, betray 1 billion. He told me that national security cannot, security has broken down. Mekofa, these same boys, betray 1 billion that time, 100 Ghana cedis, 1 million cedis for them to protect our ballot boxes. What are you talking about? And now, Papa, I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4 to protect our ballot boxes. What are you talking about? And now, Papa, I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4. I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4 because I went there and promised them. I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4 because I went there and promised them. I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4 because I went there and promised them. So we power. I dare everybody in this country to try any of these boys, and you will see I will personally lead demonstration against NPP4 because I went there and promised them. So
Papa, so that away NPP4.
He was able to sit here and say
We are protecting our party program.
He was able to sit here and say our document. That is our property. We need him to render an unqualified apology. Again, the same person has insulted our general secretary, he has insulted our vice president, he has insulted our president. And there's nobody here to defend them. We are the youth of this country, not only the political party that we belong to, but we are the youth of this country. And we feel that it is unfair on our part. That is why we have come here and want to be part of the program. With all due respect, we respect you so much. Well, the program has turned into a political show. So if you want us to move outside before they start the program and you can assure us that we will come inside, fine. However, that notwithstanding, we expect that at least, even if you allow maybe about 3 or 4 of us to be here, and then the rest of the team or the invited guests can also join, we'll be glad to do so.
It's peaceful debate. That's
Very
And the most important thing here is the media is very important to build a nation. Without a media, you cannot, as a government or as a party in power, you cannot basically communicate with the citizenry that gave that particular government the power. So the media serves as a conveyor belt. They are basically the middle men to convey your message. So as a government, without the media, you cannot achieve your goals. At the end of the day, sometimes the government put up a lot of infrastructure. Government does its part. All the things that they tell the people they will be doing when given power, they do it. But without the media, the people are not going to see it, especially in a third world country where there's a higher level of uneducated people. The media serves as a very strong bond between the government and the civilians or the citizenry. The moment the government decides to mute or the government decides to shut the media down, then the government becomes an autocratic government, because now the media, who is supposed to serve as the gatekeepers, the checkers, the scrutinizers, when they are silenced, it becomes difficult for we, the people, calling ourselves the citizenry, to get the best out of the government. We are here tonight to talk about all that happened yesterday. It's been almost close to 24 hours, if I'm right. We're getting close to 24 hours in Ghana since this issue happened. And there are a few things that, as Loud Silence Media, we have always stood for the truth. We have always said that the media should play their role, and their role is basically to speak on the facts. It has gotten to that point where the NPP government, led by Akufo-Addo and his thugs, Canada, Japan, Delta Force. But the most important thing is we need to let Ghanaians know where we are heading as a nation under the leadership of the NPP, Bawumia, Akufo-Addo, Alan Cash, Canada, Japan, this very deadly political party called the NPP. That's why we are here tonight. It's not really, with all due respect, extended version where we're going to go through the show procedure and going to the no. This is a freestyle Sunday evening. But there's a part I didn't call, and for some time now, in some AC and in some ABCC. This platform is looking more like a prophetic platform. It is manifesting. Assembly Yakabia say ABC Ghana for Abrabum under the NPP, it is manifesting. What we are seeing today in Ghana, a year NPP thugs going into a radio station or a TV station to assault a live show, people on the live show. It shouldn't shock anybody. But as Ghanaians, it's very important to say, people like us, we remind you Ghanaians, na mistake na moye no those times, so that they see those times, NCBM. I'm out for or Ghana. People are asking, why are we here? Now, the video be about the gentleman now, Omokura UTV premises. And before I go on, I just want to say to UTV workers are no. I'm just telling them, say, this is a sign for you people to understand that, say, what is about to happen under this government, and it's going to be bigger than this. Remember, you people should not underestimate what you saw yesterday. What you saw yesterday started from 2017. It started from the Jubilee House. It started a couple of radio stations were attacked by the same NPP. So a panel member, showbiz, Bizo TV, so especially UTV. Now say, you care about yourself, your life, and your kids, your family. You have to understand this one is just the beginning. And you are living under a president or a government. You are living with a political party that kills and laugh about it. They don't have anything in them that makes them feel bad. If in the studio of UTV and out of the studio of UTV, they want to send people to go kill people, they can do it. It's easy. Why do you think the NPP for? When I do scandals, that is what the party today is made up of. Because if Kevin Tylor is in America, or can Ghana honsem, Kevin Tylor, yes, scandals, what do? You do your best for the people to know that Kevin Tylor is lying. And the best way to do it is to use facts. You have the media to your side. Majority of NPP MPs, radio stations, TV stations. Why don't you capitalize on it and use the platforms to let the people know? Say, Kevin Tylor ne ebia NDC for no. The omo kana atro enkrata esha se ekire se the omo kana atro ni. But we tie NPP for no. Obia owa bruchiribia oka Ghana ho asem oka no kre no. The only statement is free omo young men any mpinifo nyina no ban say Canada Japan beka say oya bema ombra Ghana. So no alone no, they are telling you say they kill, they don't care. And they have been killing till today. I won't say I didn't know UTV, we will address it. I will address it. But the Muhuno UTV it's nothing imagine say It is nothing. I bet you say, ABI, it is a one-day thing. No, this is something NPP Abino, Akufo-Addo leadership, Bawumia, Canada, Japan. I played a video, Nana would take Canada, Japan. He was swearing heaven and earth. Say, wow, those have a Delta Force. This is a Canada, Japan, no Jatives and who Kong Tintini, now or swear heaven and earth to say, nobody can touch Delta Force. That is the core of the party. The young ones, some of join the party, they are learning from what their elders have done. And I don't know why majority of Ghanaians are disturbed. So, as some is with the ABC that na mebo video BCCA na Abrant TV omoko VD UTV no okase well a showbiz for no United Showbiz for no omodidi president atem omodidi vice president atem omodidi aban atem into what they want to say they say omobunju some NPP for they are coming into somebody's property to attack. Now, when did insulting the president of the republic and our vice or criticizing the government, when did it become a crime in Ghana? Omo station at that moment, if they had also decided to also attack back or also retaliate, it could have ended in something different. Enti samemeti UTV that's our boys in fiam who few way aba na almost 13 minutes. If I have, and it is so bad that Ghana today, this is where our conversation has gotten to, and the Kufuado. Like, and there to Ghana, we are scared to be on TV and on radio. Near Tikroma, when John Mahama was president, when Atamils, we were insulting Atamils, the kind of derogatory words people used against Atamils, John Mahama, and the kind of things they said about them. We got a lawyer like Isankuma, Satana John Mahama, president. Odum Ghana Mbrenya, what did he say?
1. Defaming or insulting the president. Now, I said this and got into trouble in Ghana, that insulting the president is not a crime. It used to be between 1969 and 2001. We removed it by law. So literally, he's insultable. Without going to jail. It's a moral wrong, but there's a curious thing, Prof. They're insulting the president. Guess when we passed it? The NLC in 1969, just before they handed over power to the PP government, in 1969, they felt the need to protect not the prime minister, but the president. Ghana defaming or insulting the president. Now, I said this and got into trouble in Ghana, that insulting the president is not a crime. It used to be between 1969 and 2001. We removed it by law. So literally, he's insultable. Without going to jail. It's a moral wrong, but there's a curious thing, Bro.
Moral wrong. This is NPP lawyer when NDC was in power and they were insulting Atamils, insulting John Mahama. Isankuma actually had a whole event to tell Ghana for say the law states it clearly that if even somebody stands on TV to insult the president, it is never a crime in the Republic of Ghana. So on what basis did these boys go into the premises of UTV to threaten people's life? On what basis? Because when you read the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, this is what it says. And thank you very much, team. This is what the Constitution says. It says, and when you read 162, it says freedom and responsibility of the media. Chapter 12, freedom and independence of the media. This is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And this is what the Constitution says. Constitution is say, 4. Editors and publishers of newspapers and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by government, not shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publication. This is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And this is what the Constitution says. Maybe we are maybe jumchi na mache ase na yenyina ehu maybe I beba asem epese kan ndene so a very short show. I'm going, but bibi o ha ma adwene mba so I am going to stress on that and sana ya end today's show. Now, so kan Ghana eye emrakesia ebo Ghana ho bra de ekafa eye nsentwere dwuma no ho ena me kan ne brofo no ma me kan ne twi na afi monti nyoma bi ase. Now, in twi no say, say editors and publishers of newspapers and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by government. Almost say a in some tribunal, almost sibio, omotro, and I say omoka, and almost sibio, omoyano TV so omunasha in some tribunal aseno, omujuma di omudino, a ni say, or say shall not, a ni say, a ye abine. And I say, to me bia ebre omasi shall not be subject to control or interference by government. Almost say sa dwuma die no eye nsɛmtwerɛ dwuma no, whether radio, TV, print, aban bia ni ho kwan ɛwɔ Ghana sɛ ɔbɛkyerɛ ɔmo de ɔmo nyɛ de ɔmo nka bebi ɔmo fɔm nan si nsɛm a ɔmo nka no ɔmo TV, radio, any newspaper mu. Aban ni saa tumi no. Na wokɔ wenim a ɔse not shall they interference by government, not shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publication. Or see, any say anasa obianu kwan say obetwe radio station, ana TV station, ana print media biaso, anasa obetata omo, anasa sebio obeka mo kasaboa ahye omuyem. If we say sa emra constitution kan obianu ho kwan, or say omadwen kyerɛ opinions krano aban ni ho kwan say sebio obetata sa nipa no. Omo opinions and their views. You say omo ti dwumadie so, eti radio so, eti TV so, ka in the under the umbrella of a media house. Omo adwen kyerɛ ene sebio omo adwen omo de omo ka afa asembia ho no. Aban ene Ghana mbra eni ho tumi se obeka se wa kyerɛ wa dwene ewo amebuo no ho sebio eko nifa ana eko benkuma obie ni Ghana NPP ni ho, NDC ni ho. Ghana constitution kura ni ho kwan se obetwe obia so anase obekọ tata nipa no anase obekọ nipa na ka ne kasaboa ahye ne yem we the constitution of the Republic of Ghana mu. It states it clearly. And into Canada, Japan, by America no over America, one law which is very strong is freedom of the press. Freedom of the press is very important in America because they believe that the press is the only last pillar of governance. A bit me a check it because checks and balances are very important. And into oko ekrubia soa and I teach you America what you know. There is what we call the Congress. There is the Senate before we have the presidency. Now the reason why they do that is because they want what we call checks and balances. What about presidency? What about the judiciary? In fact, over Ghana cry, you were the executive, you were the judiciary, that is court, no, and a Supreme Court, no, and you were the legislature, parliament. The reason why I was saying and say there will be checks and balances. Send your beya ubi to me and Zankudru Pempensubi. So these things are put together to check, govern a nation. The moment a nipa befa to me no ashe omunsem na omotietia the constitution no so no sankofo no are enemies of the state. They can be shot and killed. Yani nipa e wokure betumi edi omo mpabro eku omo if you say omo intentions no is to undermine the holy grail of the country and I say our constitution. It's when people flout the law, especially when they deliberately decide to go against the constitution that governs or protects Ghanaians, those people can be killed. They can be beaten to death because they have the intentions of undermining our democracy. And then you are not as supposed to underestimate the UTV. Say UTV, no, if it was the only one I see Ghana's history, we could have given it some small leeway and say, okay, but this is something that has consistently happened under this government. I am not going to sit here and tell you, say, as some ways, we should start having a conversation, say, NPP NDC. This is not an NPP NDC matter. This is a strictly NPP orchestrated crime. From what we are talking about, what I have read in the constitution to show you, it is clearly a crime. Sam Brantiano and Ghana for you need that one because they have committed a crime against the constitution. It can turn the country upside down. It can destabilize our security in Ghana. So they don't mess with their constitution. First Amendment, Second Amendment, it does not matter the government that comes to power, they protect it. Because the moment you allow some group of people, because of power, to underestimate the constitution and its power, then it means to say you don't have a nation. The NPP boys no UTV, if anybody had picked a gun and shot somebody in the head, he could have used the constitution to defend themselves, because it is everybody's right to protect and respect the constitution of the republic, because that is what is giving us that democracy we are living in. and into now Ghana. Now can send me to say in crime for I wanna for asantifo nkomo your friend treason, because constitution is stating it clearly. If you live in Ghana and you are in our territory, you are not supposed to make those statements, because such statement, you know, it will be bokru. It can cause a tribal war. It can cause religious war. It can cause a lot of things. Into the moment of Biba Radio Secretary Japan Beka said, "Uhu inkrania kuno, uhu aunenia kuno," and cause charging with treason and jail him to set as an example to the young ones coming up. This is not a joke. What you saw on UTV is not a joke. You see, there's one thing I want to talk about quickly. Let me end the show now. The media, ya catch them for about 7 years now. Matna haka. The way the media, you let the distraction, you let the soiling of the integrity of some people in this country. Now the citizenry have come to that point to know, say, some part of the media brought us here, no? Me catch them and say, Samutia meka word be ten. Makabi achre kwa msefa kan, makabi achre kwa poki, makabi achre kwa menkrometi kesiye, makabi achre eyedien, omomotiti radio say, it will get to a point. The people, when they get to know that you people, samanya di omo pa, nyekase omo pa, mwan kano krena, they'll come after you. I'm not justifying what the people said. But you see, you created something in the air, 2012, 13, 14, 15. You made these NPP people think, say, somebody bonekura, it is right. What we sow is what we reap. Nyomana ye dia no, eno ena ye tu no. But some of our colleagues in the media stations, especially on UTV, no, majority of them, maybe the discussions, they have clear conscience. I can't talk for all of them, but some of them there, they might have clear conscience. And those political things they talk about, you know, Ghanaians, Ghana, and they feel it. So because the economy is so bad, every conversation has turned political. Especially, more problem with that kind of conversation, they are in charge of the economy. So it does not matter how you speak on the economy, they will be offended because they have not delivered. And it's a young boys to go to UTV, then you have to understand the say, we the media, we need to do more, we need to do better. Now, there's one thing me person me catch a ye UTV, especially the panelists, including Kwame A+. Kwame, and I mean, we saw your submission be say a year Kevin Tylor and Jonas Mo abroach no come imagine Ghana. I get it. Kwame, I chose to live in abroad and speak about Ghana. You're my brother. I'll always stand anywhere and defend you. But I want to tell you this. When it comes to these kind of conversations, take me out. I'm begging you. I'm sorry. I chose to live in America and speak on Ghana's issues. I've had my own fair share. And majority of the time, I don't see anybody coming to my aid. Now, if you choose to stay in Ghana and to speak on Ghana politics, it is your decision. The last time I checked, you had passports to travel out of Ghana. I beg you, when these kind of things come, stick to the matter and speak on the matter. Because there are some people in Ghana who have decided to speak on politics in America. There are people in America who have decided to speak on politics in Ghana. There are people in Ghana who have chosen to speak on politics in Ghana. So it depends what you want to do. And I am saying this. When these things come up, it is not about Kevin Tylor or Tiabruchi. So what to Ghana? Now you feel or Ghana to your own satisfaction. Now you say the government of the day will protect you or the security is intact. Go ahead and do it. But so government in the that's what I'm government, killing machine. Then the best thing you need to do is to shut up in that territory and move out and speak on Ghana issues. If you think you have nowhere to go, then don't speak on it. But the moment you have decided to speak on the matters, don't use Kevin Tylor and maybe Ubifufro as your basis for your Ghana and Yekasa. There are people in Ghana who have decided not to speak. When you are making those arguments, na Kevin Tylor abrochina wakasa abrochina mete abrochina me yerewo abrochina me mate, this is where I live. Unfortunately to some people, this is where I live. And see, whether it is good or bad, this is where I live and I have to speak from here. Ghana now, that is where you live. I can sit here and speak whatever I want to say, whatever. I will not get into any problem as far as I am backing whatever I'm saying with my facts. Yet Kromha and a Canadian Japan Baha Ebesumi, I used facts to let him understand so with Jimmy. And that is not an excuse. If you think it is scary, if you think the government of the day is dangerous, because I don't think, say, when John Mahama was in power, NDC was in power, you made such a statement on any platform. Kwame, between you and I, you have benefited from the NPP than me. But that is not what we are discussing. What we are discussing here is that something is wrong, and we all need to come together and stop it before it gets out of hand. And it is not about Kevin Taylor sitting outside and doing his scandals. Because Obi to CNN, you may be not affecting Ghana positively. Are you going to say Nipa or Tono or Freedom Winton or here? It is that's where the person lives. So sometimes let's get something straight. I don't have a problem with you, but those statements, I beg you, stop making those statements. Because we have said this over and over. Kwame, you could have sung a song before 2020 elections about politics. You refuse to do it. We are entering the 8th year of Ekufuado's government. You have not put out any song. Metuma Tanaka said, Kwame A plus, this and this and this and that. But I don't do it. I can't say Kwame A plus and an Otonium and an NPP bar power and Onyawe and Obetuwe. But I see you as genuinely when you sit on TV or radio, you speak on the issues. If you think the government of the day is not the right government, you don't feel comfortable, then don't speak on the matters. I'm being honest with you. What those boys came to do, the Kwame, they would have killed you. Gombekum. It is not a joke. If they had come there and you have decided to defend yourself as a human being, naturally, somebody might have had ebia sekai kombe wo sekai kum. So this we are talking about is not a joke. It's not like against me or against you. It is something that we have preached about for years. You see, press freedom in Ghana is under attack, and it's under attack because your media ni be and also same way so. Fitianopa, I've been talking to my team, and you know the funny thing, the last time I catch a year UTV for, and I'm catching Ghana for, what is happening in Ghana no? Say you're bold. Now say oh, you're a journalist. Now one kasana wa junior will say you are playing safe. I'm telling you, if you're in Ghana today and you think that you are going to play safe, on reporting accurately, when the chaos starts, when I say you are playing safe, you will be the target. UTV show, they thought they were different from Kevin Taylor. They thought they are different from the Ghost team. Maybe majority thought Kevin they were Jimmy or so politics and some no Ghana and some. They never thought there will be a day some group of men in the name of NPP will enter there. Say nyankopon e bia or intervene ma obia so and react here. Because ankayati he kaya woni pa be 8 to a second mumu. It's a fact. Don't run away from it. They be ameka say samodwin say etua onyonko ho a etua duema. It will get to a point, it will get to every single person.
Amena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.